What's up, guys? Philip at Trade Genius. Well, I wanted to show you guys a chart that shows how the Bitcoin chart is kind of correlated to the US stock markets. We like to think that it's a non-correlating asset, but right now you need to be aware of how it is related to the moves in the stock market. So let's dive into that in this video.
Trade Genius.
All right, guys, so here is basically a zoomed in chart of Bitcoin. It's consolidating, and that's been the theme so far for a great many weeks, and we kind of look at the current levels in play. You'll notice here that we've got some nice slingshot indicators of buy here, boom, another buy here, boom, sell here, we've rolled over, buy here, we're thrusting up. So these slingshots have been catching that. If you want that indicator, guys, you can head over to our November specials. These every month we kind of package these up differently. $3.99 is the crypto one, and get the that course. We'll throw in a 30-minute coaching session with that, and you can get that indicator for a whole year. This package is for 12 months of chat room and signals. So, but back to the chart. If you look at this continues to be that consolidating pattern. Now, if we go and throw on a comparative chart, this is the S&P 500 futures, the ES, okay? This basically, as this trends down, so has Bitcoin. So when we had this big thrust down, this is the blue line here, okay, overlaid on the Bitcoin chart. It was actually moving down, then all of a sudden Bitcoin has this big, this was like the big last BART move that happened back October 10th. Moves down, overthrows in percentage terms, and then gets another big move back up. This was that tether squeeze, and then kind of settled down. Then the markets start to diverge. This area here we were looking at keenly because this is what we're looking for as the first signs of any kind of divergence. But market trends down, Bitcoin holding, everybody's like really stoked on that, and all of a sudden it dumps down in percentage terms and catches up to the stock market. Then the last part of the month, market was done selling off, rallies, and you can see Bitcoin is moving up with the market. So what I'm going to suggest is, if you see a divergence on the market where the markets are heading down and Bitcoin isn't going down with it, I would say watch out for an incoming move down. One reason for that could be that people have to liquidate to cover margin calls is one possibility. There isn't, a large part of the institutional asset flows hasn't gotten into Bitcoin yet. That will change over the next 12 months, but you could see where people that might come into play. I'm not saying that that's 100% the reason, but that's a possibility. But just keep in mind, if you start seeing the markets roll over and Bitcoin's holding its own or is going up, just be careful on some of those pullbacks. They could be sharp to the downside if the markets really start to peel off the recent gains and start heading back down. So just keep that in mind. Doesn't mean the overall structure is going to change with Bitcoin. The models that we've been looking at and we've been showing you guys on our videos weekly, we're still consolidating for the most part, and then starting to see them move up in about a week or so to 2 weeks. But just keep that in mind, guys. It's a heads up. I know a lot of people like to think Bitcoin is a non-correlating asset, but right now it's kind of correlating to the markets. In fact, the markets tend to lead, and then Bitcoin catches down to them on the downside, at least. So that's it. Just thought I'd point that out to you guys. You may not be aware of that characteristic, but it looks pretty obvious here in this month of October, and just keep an eye on that going forward. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please hit like and subscribe. If you're on mobile, ring that bell. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on tomorrow's video. All right, bye.
Trade Genius.